Welcome and thank you for choosing this channel. Today we shall look at some methods that we can use to help us rename our files more faster. The first method is where we rename the file manually, taking a situation where we want to rename the file using the information that is contained in that document. In this method, we start by enabling the preview pane so that we can be able to see the information in our document. In our case, let us assume we want to rename our document as per the invoice number, this number. Then we start by pressing or clicking the file name once, and then we type in the invoice number. After we are done, we simply press tab. Tab helps us to go directly to renaming the next file. We repeat the same process, type in the invoice number, then press tab until you are done renaming all the files. Method 2 involves using Excel template. The template looks something like this. You have the file name, file extension, new file name plus extension, and you have some 3 buttons here. If you press the first button, it will populate the file names from the folder that you have specified. Let's go ahead and press and choose our folder. Let's say this is our folder. It's okay. We have all the file names of all the files that are in that folder. Then in this case, I may need to have the new file names somewhere. For example, I may have scanned them in a certain order that I'm aware that such file corresponds to a certain file name. Or I may prefer to type them in Excel rather than renaming the files directly. So in such a situation, this method can be so helpful, and it will help you to rename your files more faster. So I have copied my file names and pasted them in this column C. Then I go ahead and press rename files, and immediately they will be renamed to the new file names, as you can see. So that is as simple as that. Maybe the only challenge is that you require to have the file names ready by the time you start that process. In our third method, we are going to use a different software by the name PDFelement from Wondershare. And the software is so helpful in extracting the information in the document, the information that we may require to rename our document. So it looks like this. Now, let us open one of the files in the folder so that we can use it to specify the location where we want to extract the information. So we open the form tab, then we press data extraction, extract data from marked PDF. Next, use your mouse to draw out the specified area. Yes, so we draw the area where we want to extract our information, and this is our area. We want to extract the invoice number. Let's name this field as invoice number. Yes, and save our setting as extract invoice number. Okay, we may add now the other files. We just select all of them and add them. So we have some 63 files. And now we simply press start. We want our information to be saved as data extract CSV. From there, it will extract all the invoice numbers, and we are done. Now these are our invoice numbers. So for the file 001, its number is 266916, and for all the other files, we have the corresponding invoice numbers. Now, with this information, we can be able to rename our files using various methods. In this video up here, I have described some methods that you can use to rename your files once you obtain this information. Today, we are simply going to use the Excel template we had discussed earlier, but for some more methods, you can watch this video. Now, in our file name, I want us to simply copy. We simply copy the file names as they are here. Then we copy the invoice numbers. Then, as we had done earlier, we shall rename our file. Let me open the folder with the files. There it is. We want to copy the file path. We copy the address of that folder so that we can paste it. We can paste it here. Then we add that mark. Then we simply press rename. We press rename, and all our files have been renamed. Now every file according to the invoice number that was in the document. So we can preview and see. So our first file, and the file name corresponds to the invoice number. Thank you for watching.